And one last one. Oh, I know, whew, I'm exhausted from that. All right, so I don't mean to embarrass anybody, but I'm gonna, because I know how he is. In the beginning of December, we went to Steve's Lifeline dinner that he has every month. And we all really kind of got together, we came together to give him a gift because he gives us so much all the time. And I didn't know exactly how to get him to really accept my gift because he's stubborn and sometimes he doesn't want to take help. So I wrote him this poem thinking that he could not possibly refuse my gift after this. This is called A Gift for Steve North. Are we not our brother's keeper? Are we not responsible, obligated really, through God, through humanity? Is it not you who'd be the first to instruct us, to reach out when those around us fall? Is it not you who'd be the first to inform us that our Maker will toss down these little pebbles at times just like these? Rather, we ourselves are among the fallen or are the last man standing. Even as we roll around in our foxholes, dodging the incoming assault, our enemy standing strong, our enemy like no other in history, completely convinced that it's the voice of God that guides them into the battlefield, willing to sacrifice their children, their wives, their lives with no regard for the brethren whatsoever. They're fallen, just another stone to step over. But even as we roll around in that foxhole, dodging the incoming assault, we halt with our heads tucked low, and we dig that same cramped trigger finger into our brother's chest wall. We occlude that severed artery, and we stop the hemorrhaging. That's just what we do. That's just who we are. For we are our brother's keeper. And I don't foresee our commander-in-chief shouting out the command, every man for himself, anytime soon. Right, Commander? Right, Chief? For we are your flock, grazing in this pasture, each producing our own shade of warm wool at the turn of each season, more like the first Saturday of every month, herded in for our shearing, standing here before you, bare-necked sheep. and there you stand on that hillside, just watching over us, our keeper, our shepherd in Sam's clothing. Bravado be damned indeed while herding us in, whether we can produce our product or not. Not one left standing at the raging river in solitude. Not one left wandering in the field that lacks the necessary vegetation. Not one. We congregate around you. We are your congregation. O ye shepherd of God, standing tired with the Lord's hands resting upon your shoulders like a father would his son while trying to explain why there's such a thing as sorrow. I find it imperative here to illuminate any shadows that may harbor doubt. For we have been listening. And though I've a voice to speak and a pen to write, I won't presume to have in my arsenal the proper parallels that would beckon from the hollers of your flock. Maybe Gary Bond should be writing this poem instead. He'd say something really great like,
"Show me the money." No, that would not be Steve. But Steve has Quan. And Quan is love and respect and community. And yeah, some coin. Quan is the total package. And for that reason, Steve North is my ambassador of Quan. Yeah, those are my ABCs, Steve.
Thank you, Gary Bond. I won't presume, so I ask them, your progeny, so you can hear, so you can know. Who is Steve North to you? And the response was just as expected, speaking in accord.
He is peaceful, the redemption of a failed image, a mystery, as are we all. An open heart, open arms, and open doors. My favorite. A brother, someone in love with people in Jesus. Someone with the heart of the Father. Love, compassion, virtue, perseverance, strength, faithful. An inspiration in my life, showing true godly character and love with the heart of Christ. A servant before everything else and willing to give all. A weak heart full of mighty love. A light of Jesus. A good listener and friend. A frowning, sad Wolverine. Understanding. He is the voice of compassion and caring to invisible people. He embraces others with a word, making them feel God and love in a tangible way. He made me think twice about my Satanism. He's dependable, loving, true, nice, thoughtful, kind, caring, safe, empathetic, wisdom-seeking, love-giving, Christ exemplified. One word, BW3. A Buckeye fan in hiding. A cold nose with a warm heart. Always searching, seeking, reaching. A doorway, good humor. A sweet man with an open heart, even to strangers. He brings healing like that bus out front.
You are our lighthouse. And if it wasn't for the lighthouse, tell me, where would this ship be? You know, some of us were just not the same person that we used to be before God commanded you and your family to walk down the streets of Toledo, Ohio. And we're the better for it, too. Every single one of us. We're safe here. We're not afraid here to sing off key or to use the wrong adjective, to wail when we're affronted, to weep when we're afflicted. We trust you. As foreign as that is for some of us, we trust you enough to lay our fears and our confessions and our transgressions down at your table, down at your feet, because we know that you'll help us scoop them back up, and you'll walk with us, and you'll nudge us along the way, and you'll show us, and you'll teach us how to lay them right there next to your own pile, decaying at the throne. Alone you are not. Your awful silence broken by all this poetry. Your horizon expanded. The sanctuary holds the sanction. No status quo dwellers here. Humanity and peace withstanding, you and your non-negotiables, you do live a life worth watching. And I just know that your Father agrees. And as for the giant who dwells within the clouds, well, you found him to be awfully hungry and lonely. So none of us are too surprised to find him sitting at your kitchen table, dining amongst the rest of us, the misfits, the misunderstood, writing some poem about how Steve North changed his life. So, look around and wiggle your toes. Go ahead, wiggle them. That is solid rock, because your sand is now solidified. So we gather here, we gather bearing gifts, we an exposed flock of sheep with bushels of colorful clippings outstretched with pride. You don't always have to be wearing the sand's clothing, you know. Colorful wool sweaters make a mighty fine Christmas gift. We love you. That's it.
Thank you, Jeff. All right. We got a really long list, so we're just going to ask everybody.
Cross my name out.
No, it's cool. Everybody's going to get to read, but I just want everybody to be respectful and try to limit the open mic. No, that's cool.